About about where it was. To Bob Sang Stadium, the site for today's semifinal high school football playoff matchup and a rematch of last season's AAA state championship between the Huntington Highlanders and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. I'm Christian Palmer, and welcome alongside me is my usual broadcast partner, Woody Woodrum. Woody, as the old saying goes, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that is the opportunity and challenge that lies in front of the Huntington Highlanders today.
Yeah, and it's not just Huntington when it comes to playing Martinsburg. They're only 1-4 all time against Martinsburg. They've lost to them twice in Martinsburg. Those were playoff games. Lost to them twice in Wheeling. Those were obviously playoff games. And then beat them here in Huntington in a playoff game. So, it's been 6 meetings with this meeting, and they've never been anything except in the playoffs, as you would imagine, with a 6-hour trip. But I even noticed I went back to when the league started, the Mountain State Athletic Conference got started in 1994. Since that point, 28-10, Martinsburg is against the MSAAC. That's Parkersburg, that's St. Albans, that's everybody. But one of the things that jumped out at me was every time they had to go to Charleston and play, whether it was South Charleston, Capital, or even St. Albans at Laidley Field, they lost all those games.
Oh, wow.
And that travel's tough on you.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Jefferson definitely running out of gas last week, and I felt like that was, because they had to make it back-to-back weeks. Obviously, Martinsburg just got to make the one. But, yeah, you're going to be the best, beat the best. So you got them today on your home field. You've got a nice crowd on a perfect afternoon for football here in November. And so just go out there, execute your game. Don't try to get revenge for last year or anything like that. Just execute your game, and if you play as well as you can play, then you should win the contest.
Yeah, that's right. And two very different teams from last season, but Martinsburg, more of the same, a lot of success, a 10-2 record this season, and one of the two losses by just 1 point. And one thing that Martinsburg always likes to do, Woody, is challenge itself with a tough schedule. Yeah, it might cost you a lower seeding in playoff time, but the two losses on Martinsburg's record to two very strong teams.
Yeah, Highland Springs, that's a Virginia team. They beat them 34-3. And then, as you said, the Riverside, Ohio team, 36-35 in that. In-state teams have not fared very well against this team. I mean, Musselman made the playoff. They beat them 62-20. Hedgesville 63-6. Washington 63-0. Spring Mill 63-0. And Jefferson, who we saw last week, 63-13. So they played a tough schedule, and they've looked very good in the playoffs, although they did have a little running problem last week against Bridgeport. They just couldn't get the running game going at all. 24 carries for just 49 yards. But, of course, they made up for it by passing for nearly 300 yards and 3 touchdowns there.
Yeah, that's right. And Martinsburg with its second lowest offensive point output last week, 21 points against Bridgeport, but it's been an excellent offense throughout the course of this season. Martinsburg scoring over 30 points in 10 of the 12 games this year. So on Huntington's end, they know that they will need a good performance offensively, but that's something that Huntington's had basically all season long.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's so many weapons on this team. You start with Gavin Locko, who's thrown for nearly 2,000 yards, who's rushed for just 9 yards short of 1,000. He's got 32 touchdowns through the air against only 2 interceptions. He's got 991 yards rushing on the season, 14 touchdowns there. Zaw Jackson, he not only has over 1,000 yards, but he's got 15 yards per catch coming out of the backfield on reception, 18 total touchdowns for him. Dwayne Harris, he's averaging 21 yards per catch. And he's also ran for 6 yards a carry, and he has 16 receiving touchdowns. So those three guys are what starts, but it's been a great season for Miles Metter, the sophomore receiver, for Jamari Tubbs, transfer junior who's come in here, Malik McNeely, who unfortunately is finished for the year. But, we might see some surprises on that offensive side in this game today because Huntington's got to work through a few things. So that's what good teams do. They're able to make those adjustments.
That's right, Woody. And both teams' captains out at midfield. Coin toss just about to take place. Huntington with the same captains as last week. Both Gavins out there, Gavin Locko and Gavin Atkins. And then also joining those two is senior linebacker Jordan Price. Then for Martinsburg, it's 4 captains: Zion Grantham, Ezra Bajent, Kai Fagan, and also Cam Shallis. As Huntington runs onto the field and through the big inflatable helmet, Huntington going with its all-black uniforms today with gold numbers and green helmets. Martinsburg with its away white uniforms, white jerseys with gray pants, black numbers with a little bit of orange on the outside.
And Martinsburg won the toss. They'll defer to the second half, so Huntington will get the ball to start. They got off to a fast start last week with that.
It appears as though it will actually be Martinsburg receiving, as we were just notified in the press box.
Grant Trailer taking care of us there. Hey, one other note before we get into the game. Right now it's Marshall 14, Georgia State 10. Herbert's down 10-0 much of this game, but has put a couple touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So nice job by the Thundering Herd of bouncing back on senior day is always tough.
Oh, certainly.
And I'm sure there's some feelings out here. These guys know one of these teams is not going to play next week in the state championship up at Wheeling. So that's like running into a brick wall for a football player. That he played his last time. And there's lots of seniors on both teams that, are out here hoping and praying that they get another chance.
Yeah, that's a great point. Obviously, not Huntington's senior day or senior night tonight, already having that in the regular season, but last home game of the regular season, so pretty much the same thing.
And you heard me talking to Billy in the pregame. I mean, you know, if you're going to go out there and you know, lay it all on the line, what you want to do is be practicing while you're having Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
That's a big marker for high school teams, and they were doing that this week, and so they hope to do it just one more week now.
Both teams out onto the field. Martinsburg will receive the opening kickoff. Johnny II setting the ball on the tee as we speak. And the 2022 West Virginia High School football playoffs are presented by CEC, Civil and Environmental Consultants. Whistle blows. And II boots the ball high, but not very far. Caught inside the 30-yard line. Martinsburg will start its first offensive possession around its own 40-yard line. And on the return for the Bulldogs, Coy Fagan. So the ball placed right on the 40-yard line. Nose of the football touching. And Martinsburg will start off in a shotgun formation. Trips receiver set to the far side of the field. Some discussion on the field. An official timeout taking place. I believe maybe an equipment issue with a player on Martinsburg.
Well, you've got to have your pants rolled down. That's one thing we saw them enforce that last weekend against Jefferson. So they get a sub in and we'll play.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Bajent back to pass. Connects on the outside to Buzz Dover. And he is going to be brought down near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Dwayne Harris out there playing the screen and then getting some help from Walt Williams, and no gain on the play.
So it will be 2nd and 10. Martinsburg has had an excellent offense all season long, mentioned in the pregame, scoring 30 points or more in 10 of the 12 contests up to this point. 2nd and 10, and this time it's a run. Grantham with the carry, and he's brought down near the line of scrimmage.
Big Caillou Jackson helped out by Jordan Price and Walt Williams again. Boy, this team is jacked up right now as this Huntington team.
A lot of energy in the stands for this semifinal matchup.
Give him about a yard there on that pickup. Just barely off the 40-yard line.
So 3rd and 9. And Huntington's defense with an opportunity to get off of the field quickly with a 3-and-out. Shotgun formation. Bajent takes the snap. It's a trick play. And a throw long down the field that is caught. Buzz Dover is in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, the old end around on the play, and then they handed it to Murphy Clement, who's the backup quarterback. He came and took the handoff in a reverse and then threw and buzzed over wide open.
Clement with a 59-yard touchdown pass, and Martinsburg with the game's first lead.
Spread out for the point after. Now they'll fall back into the regular mix. If Huntington doesn't go out, you maybe toss it aside and get a quick 2.
Martinsburg's kicker, Brent Terwilger, on for the PAT. His kick is up, and it is good. With 10 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter, Martinsburg leads 7-0. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
That was number 4, Carter, right?
Yep.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where the Martinsburg Bulldogs lead 7-0 over the Huntington Highlanders early on in this semifinal high school football playoff matchup. Just over a minute and a half into the contest. And Martinsburg with a high kick down the field. Fair catch signaled by Wayne Harris, catching the ball just outside of the 30-yard line. Martinsburg will show a lot of different looks on kickoffs, Woody. You'll sometimes see them just boot the ball all the way down the field into the end zone for a touchback, and some kicks like that, and onside here or there, never know. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Laco takes a shotgun snap and throws the ball, and catching the ball is Zaza Jackson, and he is finally brought down near midfield. Nice catch and run by the sophomore.
Good tackle there out of the secondary. Cyrod Musgrave made the stop. Big gain of 20 yards.
And the ball placed right at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Another shotgun formation. Early movement on this play, and the play will be blown dead. And the penalty on Martinsburg. Early movement will give the Highlanders 5 free yards.
1st and 5 into Martinsburg territory at their 45.
Especially after the quick score, Woody, the Highlanders really could use an answer right back to get some confidence back.
And we're seeing the same mix that we saw for Midland. Robbie Martin is at the center, Wyatt Atkins at the guard, and Tyrus Mayrow at the left tackle.
And DeEdric Graves with the carry, and he's going to have a 1st down. Graves with about 6.5 yards on the carry. Brought down at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Highlanders.
Put his foot down, picked up the 1st down. A good run by Graves to get that.
Graves with some, I believe, new flashy cleats as well. And
yes, he does.
Yeah, and gloves to match and a mouthpiece. Notice that in the pregame. Hey, you look good, play good. 1st and 10.
Zah Jackson in the backfield now.
And he gets the ball. It's a pitch to the far side of the field. Jackson running near the line to gain, bumped out of bounds. I believe he has a Highlander 1st down.
Yeah, he took one of the defenders for a ride in the backfield once they went out of bounds. Number 7, Avion Blackwood, got a ride of about 15 yards there, hanging on for dear life.
And Zaza with just enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10, ball on the 29-yard line of Martinsburg. Shotgun formation, Laco takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper running to the right side of the line for a short pickup of 2 yards.
Nice stop by the front defenders, number 50, Rashad Reed. There's a guy with 77 tackles, 20.5 tackles for loss.
Yeah, that is an eye-popping stat. Had to do a double take when I first saw those stats. As the Martinsburg announcers were so kind to send over some information. We greatly appreciate. 2nd and 8 for the Highlanders. 8.5 minutes left in our opening quarter. Martinsburg leads 7-0. 2nd and 8, Laco takes the snap, hands the ball off. It's Zaza Jackson, who is quickly brought down, but penalty marker flies.
Looked like somebody got him around the neck. It might have been a face mask.
About a 2-yard gain for now. However, Woody, you are correct. Face mask signal. So that will tack on some additional yardage.
Yeah, the face mask, it was pretty easy to see. Just a 5-yard. I think that's probably the right call because he didn't turn him, completely pull him down with it. He let go as soon as he realized his mistake.
So 2nd and 2 for the Highlanders.
Penalties were a real problem for them last week, and so far already here too.
Yep. Empty set for Laco. He now sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, and is brought down in the backfield.
Number 15 with the tackle there. Coming from the linebacker position is Kai Fagan. There's Coy and Kai, K-Y. So Kai and Coy both play linebacker position. One is number 3, one is 15. That time it's 15.
So a loss of a couple. 4 to be exact will make it 3rd and 6 for the Highlanders. Shotgun formation. Laco sends a man in motion, drops back to pass, throws the ball over the middle, and the catch is made. Harris with the catch inside the 10. Ball will be placed down at the 5-yard line. It's a 20-yard gain for Wayne Harris. 1st and goal for the Highlanders.
Nice pitch and catch. We've seen that all year, and number 11 was there to make the tackle was Roman Pearson, but that's all he could do is make a tackle.
1st and goal for the Highlanders. Shotgun formation, Graves in at running back, and he gets the ball running right up the middle, falling forward for a 3-yard pickup. He's down at the 2-yard line. 6.5 minutes left in our opening quarter. Huntington looking to answer after Martinsburg's initial touchdown drive on its first offensive possession. Second and goal. Offense getting set. 2 running backs in the game now. Laco takes the snap, hands it off. It's Deedrick Graves fighting for the end zone.
Boy, I thought he was in there.
Very close, but the officials signaling he is brought down just shy of the goal line.
Number 50 again, Rashad Reed leading the way on that tackle. He's going to be a big guy in the middle, and at 6 foot, 270. That's why Robbie Jackson is at the center today at 6'4", 275.
Reed, the team's leader in tackles, making his presence felt early on. 3rd and goal for the Highlanders. Shotgun set. Laco takes the snap, hands it off to Graves again, and he's in the end zone for the Highlander touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Deedrick Graves, the powerful sophomore back. And now Johnny I on for the PAT. And penalty markers down on the field as Huntington caught with an illegal substitution. So that will
back them up 5. That's not too bad a penalty. Don't like any penalties,
no.
But that one's not too bad.
I set and ready. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. With 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter. We've got a tied ball game, 7-all. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
When it comes to business, we all have...
Hello, my name is Seth Seldron. I'm here in my home studio where I write, record, produce, mix, and master all my own music, as well as write, record, and edit all kinds of videos. Making my own music and making videos allows me a certain creative outlet that I wouldn't otherwise have. And one day I hope to sort of combine the two, maybe create my own music videos, direct them, edit them, as well as produce music for myself and other people.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where we've got a tied ball game midway through the first quarter. 5 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. 7-all between the Huntington Highlanders and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. I'm Christian Palmer, welcomed alongside by Woody Woodrum. Johnny I with another high but short kickoff down the field. Caught about the 30-yard line and brought out past the 40. On the return is Corey Fagan again.
36, Carson Carter, number 20, Landon Miller make the tackle.
Fagan will be marked down at the 42-yard line, so pretty decent starting field position for the Bulldogs. Martinsburg scoring on a trick play on its first offensive possession of the ball game. 1st and 10, Bajent back to pass, connects on the outside. It's Jameer Hunter with the catch, but
Hunter dragging people along with him. Had a hold of him was Walt Williams, got a ride.
Yeah, great effort by Hunter, but all for naught as the penalty marker in Martinsburg's backfield, and it is on the Bulldogs. Could not hear the official very well, but the ball placed back 5 yards.
You'd think it'd have to be a procedure or something along that line.
Yes, I believe you are correct, Woody. Nevertheless, makes this a 1st and 15. Shotgun formation for the Bulldogs. Trips receiver set to the far side, but it's a run. Zion Grantham with the carry, running to the far side of the field, almost able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but just shy. He's got a 4-yard pickup.
Cam Veazey, number 4. Walt Williams there on the tackle.
So that will make it 2nd and 11. 4.5 minutes left in our opening quarter of this tied ball game. Martinsburg's offense looking toward its sideline for the play signal. Bajent gets the call, then hesitates for a moment and looks back toward the sideline. It's a shotgun formation. Trips receiver to the near side, one to the far side. But it's Grantham, the running back, with the carry. Makes a few moves, darts to the outside, but is brought down eventually at the 45-yard line. It's another 4-yard pickup.
Dwayne Harris there at the corner, along with 33 Jordan Price in on the stop. Price had an outstanding game last week. He really got a lot of things done for this team, as he's been doing all year. 93 tackles on the season, make it 94 now.
Yeah, he has been excellent all season long. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Bajent takes the shotgun snap, back to pass. Pass almost intercepted. Khalif Ty had his hands on the ball, but the pass falls incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, if you could catch, they'd probably make you a receiver. and Khalif Ty, though, very, very good at breaking the ball up, and he gets another one right there. Could have gone the other way, maybe for a touchdown. He doesn't have an interception this year, but he has returned a block punt for a touchdown, and this is his 5th pass breakup of the year.
4th and 7, and the offense staying on the field. Trips receiver set to the far side of the field this time for the Bulldogs.
Clock down to 2-1.
And Bajent will punt the ball. Boots the ball down the field, and it takes a good bounce.
Oh,
the
my
ball
goodness.
rolling
What a great roll.
all of the way inside of the 1-yard line. What a punt.
Yeah, 55-yarder. Nice job by the quarterback.
And Bajent will punt as well, so that gives the Bulldogs the opportunity to do some things like that, Woody, and make the defense think, oh, we're going for it. Nobody back to return, and ends up being a great play for the Bulldogs.
I'm not sure that Huntington would have played that one quite that way. Anyhow, it hit, at about the 15 and started rolling, so I'm not sure that even having a punt returner back there would have made much of a difference. But they are definitely backs to the wall down there right now.
The Highlanders offense out on the field, standing in its own end zone. And a penalty marker down in the end zone.
Oh, Robbie Martin, they say, moved the ball. He picked it up and put it back down on the ground. It doesn't hurt you. You can't go anywhere.
I was just about to say the Highlanders.
They're about as far back as they can go.
The ball just about touching the goal line. Locko in the end zone, and the first down play will be delayed again as a timeout is requested.
Coach is next door to us right now, and I couldn't hear the words, but I could understand the the worry there that they felt like something wasn't quite lined up correctly.
Right.
So they were calling down to talk to C.J. Crawford to make sure that he passed along that information to some of his players.
Not a bad idea at all to take the timeout, and you really cannot afford a mistake in this position, Woody.
No.
Any mistake, not great communication offensively, somebody going the wrong way, a turnover here would almost guarantee a Martinsburg score.
Yeah, I mean, you get a penalty that you can't take a penalty on. So I don't know what that's called. I'm going to call it a legal procedure. I've not heard it called in years about picking the ball up and putting it back down. So Billy Seals is at least trying to get an explanation he can live with. Billy calls the defense, so when the offense is out there, it's C.J. Crawford's game to call. And so Billy went and talked to the refs about, I think, the previous spot on the ball.
Both teams now jogging back out onto the field. Play just about to resume with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter of this tied ball game. 7-all. Locko takes the snap, looks to pass, launches the ball down the field, but nobody home.
Well, he had to throw. There was a lot of pressure coming that time. One of the guys in there was number 12, the linebacker, Braden Herring, came on the blitz. They sent a couple of guys. Huntington tried to get both Zaza Jackson and Dwayne Harris deep. Just nobody there that time.
I believe a little bit of a low snap as well, so that could have potentially sped up the internal clock of Locko just a little bit. Nevertheless, incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. Locko receives the shotgun snap, hands the ball off. It is D'Edric Graves.
Gets a little breathing room there. Out to about the 3, maybe the 4.
Graves with a good bit of carries already in the first quarter of this contest, and a rushing touchdown to go along with it.
Yeah, he's got 5 carries for 14 yards. Of course, the touchdown was only 1 yard.
Yep.
So he gives them a little bit of breathing room. It'll be 3rd and 7 now at the, 3rd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Couple of substitutions for the Highlanders. More receivers out now. Avante Crawford lining up out wide. Locko back to pass. Pressure on him. Launches the ball down the field looking for Harris, and penalty flag thrown at the 35-yard line. And it's going to be on Martinsburg. Early indications would appear as though it's a pass interference.
Yeah, it looked like Roman Pearson pulled down Dwayne Harris on that, so a 15-yard penalty will help Huntington out. And there's a another penalty. That's the fourth one. Pass interference, the first big one.
Yeah, really, if you ever could have used a 15-yard penalty, it was right there for the Highlanders.
4 penalties for minus 30 yards already.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Martinsburg with a good bit of self-inflicted wounds last week. 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Laco running up the middle. Solid pickup on 1st down. Picks up about 4 yards. Make it 2nd and 6. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Games going on today. We've got a couple AAA games, and right now it's Martinsburg 7, Parkersburg South is up 7-0 on Hurricane.
2nd down, and the ball on the ground. Laco able to recover, picking up the ball, but is hit hard on the far side of the field. Near the original line of scrimmage, Laco losing about 4 yards on the play. Another low snap, causing the Highlanders to lose some yards.
Yeah, you know, when you switch to Robbie Martin, you want somebody bigger in there, as we said. Number 50, Rashid Reed, 6 foot 270. He's the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
3rd and long now for the Highlanders. Empty set for senior quarterback Gavin Laco. He's back to pass, pressure on him, gets the pass off, and making the reception is Marshall Christus, but he is quickly brought down.
Yeah, no gain on that to Marshall Christus. He was tackled very quickly by Jimmy Harden, the middle linebacker. He came into today's game with 65 tackles on the season, and he put the big hit on him right there.
So that will bring up 4th down, and no urgency shown by the Highlanders as the clock is ticking down. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. And Huntington going to just let the game clock hit triple zeros and move on to the second quarter. All tied up after 1 quarter of action. 7-all. Huntington against Martinsburg. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Travel Doctors. Dreams come true when you travel with the doctor. Booking now for a week in Punta Cana, December 3rd through the 10th or February 18th through the 26th in an all-inclusive hotel and including airfare for as low as $15.99 per person. Travel Doctors with a spring vacation to Jamaica in an all-inclusive hotel for only $1,811 per person, including airfare May 27th through June 3rd. Travel Doctors, vacation specialists for over 3 decades. Call now to make dreams come true.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium for the start of the second quarter. All tied up between the Huntington Highlanders and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Huntington punting first play of this quarter. Strong punt by Wilson, and penalty markers on the field. It's Jameer Hunter with the return, and the ball's out. Huntington scoops it up, and running down the field for the Highlanders is Bryce Winkfield. What a turn of events if this play stands.
I did not see anyone come out of there. Now, there's a player down for Martinsburg back at the 35-yard line. But there was a block in the back immediately on the play by the other man who was back for Martinsburg. But then in the pile, I have no idea who knocked the ball loose.
And it is difficult to see who is down, but our friends with the video stream signaling to me he believes it is 22 down on the field for the Bulldogs, which is Xavion Kendall. Excuse me. He was the player who came away with the strip.
Oh, knocked the ball loose, okay.
Still waiting to see who the player is down on the field. A couple of trainers helping him out.
It was a good punt, too. I mean, Tavian Wilson got it high and deep, a 40-yard punt right from the 20 to the other 40. So a really good job there. And so the coverage team was there pretty quickly. The block in the back would have come along, but they would have lost a couple of yards, I think, maybe back to about the 35. And maybe this is the person that caught the punt is down. That's about where he would have been.
Still,
it's just we saw the ball come out, and all of us followed down. It is number 10.
Yes.
He's Jameer Hunter was the one who fielded the punt, injured on the play.
And he is a very talented player, 13 touchdown receptions on the season. Also a leader in the secondary for the Bulldogs, 7 interceptions this season.
So Walt Williams, 22, is what we're hearing. Might have been the guy that got the ball. And then Bryce Winkfield with a nice return from about the 35 down to the 16.
It gives the Highlanders excellent field position in this 7-7 contest with 11 minutes and 43 seconds left in the half. Laco sends a man in motion. It's a quarterback keeper running to the left side of the line. Brought down.
Reed again.
Yeah, he is all over the place.
I'm telling you, he is a heck of a nose guard, and you see why they made the move now. Didn't get that kind of feeling for him watching him on film. But man, oh man, he is something.
A very special talent up front for the Bulldogs and supplying some pressure throughout the first half up to this point. 3-yard gain for the Highlanders makes it 2nd and 7. Laco takes the snap and pitches the ball to the outside. It's Zaza Jackson running to the far side of the field, but cut down after a short gain.
Great tackle over there on the far side by number 2 for Martinsburg. It's Murphy Clement. Plays defense as well as plays quarterback, receiver. Does a little bit of everything for this team.
Yeah, throwing a touchdown pass as well earlier in the contest on a trick play.
Pickup of about 2 yards on the play.
Huntington making a substitution as Deedrick Graves jogs off the field. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Laco looking that way and connects. It's Harris at the 5-yard line. And he is wrapped up by a host of Bulldog defenders, but he's going to have enough for the Highlander first down.
A number of guys in there. Number 11, Roman Pearson, got the hit. Buzz Dover, number 4, was there as well. Dover is a second team all Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. They had a lot of players on that, as you would imagine.
So 1st and goal for the Highlanders now with an opportunity to take the lead. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Very similar to their first touchdown drive.
Laco takes the snap, hands the ball off. It's Zaza Jackson. And Jackson brought down just shy of the goal line. Brought down at the 1-yard line. However, penalty marker down on the field.
Yeah, flag it to 7, and then one dropped at the 2. So we may have multiple fouls here.
One flag in the area that you would think potentially a holding call, but another back in Martinsburg's around the position where the linebackers were standing, so who knows, could be offsetting fouls. Officials talking things over. Every call crucial at this point, so you want to make certain to get things right.
Parkersburg South now been tied by Hurricane, so that game 7-7 as well. They are still in the first quarter.
Certainly we'll keep our eyes on that matchup. The official announcing the calls at the moment. Illegal hands to the face by Robbie Martin of the Highlanders. Then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Martinsburg.
And it's on the guy we've been calling, Rashad Reed.
So the ball now placed back on the 10-yard line.
Okay, so that's a -5 against Huntington for the illegal hands to the face. The unsportsmanlike, was it offsetting?
Well, it doesn't appear that it was, as the Highlanders losing some yards. And
so still first and goal.
Yeah, Huntington certainly voicing its opinion on the sideline. First and goal, Deidrick Graves with the carry, running to the near side of the field, and he gets all of those 5 yards back. It's a 5-yard pickup, second and goal at the 5.
Thought he actually had a better carry than that. I thought he got inside of the 5-yard line, but 6 carries, 18 yards for Graves. He's got the only touchdown.
Second and goal for the Highlanders. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left in the half. Tied ball game, 7-all. Laco takes the snap, throws to the end zone, touchdown Highlanders. And in the end zone is Wayne Harris. Just continuing his stellar offensive season.
An assault on the record book, to be quite honest about it. He's been something. That is his 17th touchdown receiving. Far and away a record.
Yeah, he broke the school record about a month ago. On for the PAT. It is up and it is good. With 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter, Huntington leads 14-7 over Martinsburg. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Huntington Federal, our low down payment mortgage just got lower. We are delighted to announce a new 5% down, no PMI option that lets you receive the keys to your dream home. We have online ways to apply, and you can even obtain pre-approval within minutes. With convenient locations in Huntington, Barbersville, and Tays Valley, we have a branch near you. Let us make your homeownership dreams come true with a low down payment mortgage today. Huntington Federal. Local then, local now.
My Town Truck and RV of South Point is open for business. They have a huge selection of trucks and RVs with the best financing services out there. Buy with ease at My Town Truck and RV. Taking the next step towards ownership has been simplified. Their finance experts are ready to help you secure a low rate today. Visit their website at mytowntruckandrv.com. Fill out the pre-qualification app with no credit impact. Stop by today. My Town Truck and RV, located at 154 County Road 450 in South Point.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where the Huntington Highlanders lead 14-7 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs in this semifinal high school football playoff matchup. Kickoff booming down the field by and it's good for another touchback. Man, He has a powerful leg.
Yeah, and he has really been kicking it well. Without playing soccer, he's got a lot more rest, and that is his 14th into the end zone, but 8 in the last 3 playoff games.
So the Bulldogs will start this possession on their own 20-yard line.
That's their worst possession of the day so far.
Martinsburg scoring on its first drive. The Highlander defense doing a better job since. It's a run to start this possession. Zion Grantham with the carry. 4-yard gain will make it 2nd and 6.
Okay, now on the penalty, Robbie had a hands to the face. It's a 15-yard penalty. Move the ball back from 5 all the way back to 20. Then the unsportsmanlike dead ball, half the distance. That's why it moved to the 10.
Clearing that up, and 2nd down. Great defensive play made by the Highlanders. A short hitter pass in the backfield, and the Highlanders make the tackle in the backfield.
Well, you said it a couple of weeks ago. That's Zaza Jackson's signature tackle.
Yeah.
And once again, he cut another receiver down by the legs for no gain.
That was Braden Mott with the reception. So it is now 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Bajent sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, back to pass. Has some time, lofts the ball toward midfield. A nice catch made by Grantham.
That was a beautiful catch. Grantham stretched out all the way he could to get it right on the hands. Got a couple more steps in and is nearly to midfield.
Grantham using every bit of his 5'6" frame to be able to extend his arms out and
25-yard gain there.
Catch in. An excellent catch and run. The ball now on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. And the snap over Bajent's head. He is able to dive on the ball but loses a ton of yardage. The ball will be marked at the 31-yard line. So that's an 18-yard loss.
Yeah, a team loss there. Number 2, Donnie Garrett thought he had a chance at it. But, yeah, 2nd down and 8 and 28 now after an 18-yard loss.
A few bad snaps in last week's game for the Bulldogs. Some injuries on the O-line causing some shuffling around. 2nd down pass thrown and complete. Bajent tossing the ball to the far side of the field and connecting with Pearson. But a Highlander defender almost able to come away with that pass.
Yeah, really nice tackle there by Vontae Crawford, made the stop. The gain is up to the 43-yard line, so a gain of about 12 on that play.
So it is now 3rd and 16. Highlander defense with another opportunity to get off the field. Bajent takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, has time, throws the ball for Pearson. It's another 1st down. Pearson brought down inside the 40.
Zaza Jackson makes the tackle.
He will be marked down at the 38-yard line. It's a 19-yard pickup. Bulldogs pulling out some big plays on 3rd and long. That moves the chains and gives them a fresh set of downs at the 38. Bajent takes the snap, throws the ball to the outside. It's buzzed over. And a few Highlander defenders bring him down at the 35-yard line. 3-yard pickup.
Dwayne Harris with a nice stop there.
Good job by the Huntington defense, not giving a ton of space to these talented receivers. Giving up a really long pass early on, but doing a good job since then containing plays, but struggling on 3rd and long. 2nd and 8 now, and it's a run to the right side of the line. Grantham with the carry. Picks up about 2.5 yards. We'll give him 3.
Caillou Jackson in there.
So 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs. Huntington ahead, 14-7 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. It's a pass to the outside. Pearson with the catch. And the signature move by Zaza. A diving, cutting tackle. Brings down the big receiver and makes it 4th down. A nice play by Jackson.
Yeah.
Stops it at a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it's unbelievable play.
So 4th and 3. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the near side of the field, 2 to the far side of the field. As the Huntington fans make some noise. Few adjustments made by the Bulldogs, and a timeout is requested. Head coach Britt Sherman wanting to go over things and make certain that he's got the right call for this extremely crucial fourth down play, Woody.
No doubt about it. I mean, they've opened up the passing lanes here, and they've been very successful after losing 18 yards on a bad snap. I mean, Bajent didn't even blink. He's spreading the ball around. He's hitting a lot of different receivers, moving the ball. They occasionally run back the running back, I think, just to keep the line a little more honest, because otherwise, they're just going to pin their ears back and get after them on the defensive line. So they run occasionally, but they haven't had a big run yet. 8 carries on 3 carries so far by the running back.
Yeah, Grantham doing most of his damage receiving. A really excellent catch earlier in this quarter. Both teams jogging back out onto the field for this fourth down play. It's 4th and 3 with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the half. Huntington leads 14-7. And the stands are shaking. Bajent takes the snap, back to pass, lofts the ball toward the near side of the field, and the catch is made by Grantham. However, hold everything as there is laundry on the field.
Yeah, I believe there was a hold on the far side. They were trying to block Donovan Garrett, and unsuccessfully. The pass only gained about 2 yards, though, so it would be turned over on downs anyhow.
The officials discussing things over before making the call official, and it's an illegal shift on Martinsburg. The penalty is declined. It's Highlander football. What a big stop there by the defense, Woody.
That is huge, and with 3:48 to go, plenty of time to go get a score here for Huntington.
Huntington now huddling up on its sideline before the offense tries to extend this lead. 7-point advantage for the Highlanders.
There's been 4 penalties called and 2 declined against Martinsburg here in the first half.
1st and 10, ball on the 29-yard line, and it's Zaza Jackson getting the pitch and running to the far side of the field. An excellent job by the Martinsburg defense. Just about everyone on the defense meeting Jackson on the far side of the field.
Yeah, the first guy that was there that really made the stop was 12, Braden Herring. He had a hold of him pretty well, and then he got a lot of help from his teammates. They'll give Jackson a 1-yard gain on the play.
So that will make it 2nd and 9 as Laco rejoins the huddle. The senior quarterback looking to lead his team back to the state championship. 2nd and 9. Laco sends a man in motion. That's Harris. Laco back to pass. Lofts the ball down the field looking for Crawford, who makes an excellent leaping catch. Like he's been doing it all season, Avante Crawford steps right in and makes a big play. But hold everything. Penalty marker down on the field.
Would have been a 40-yard gain.
However, the penalty is on the Highlanders.
Yeah, illegal player downfield. One of the linemen got in front of the line because when they saw their quarterback start to scramble to the right, they headed downfield to block for him.
And just at the last moment, Laco deciding to throw the ball, and, man, a great pass.
Yeah.
However, penalty will back them up 5 yards.
Flag thrown about the 35, a 10-yard penalty, but it'll still be 2nd down.
And actually, it'll be 2nd and 14, excuse me. Laco takes the snap, lofts the ball down the field, looking for Crawford again. Diving attempt, but unable to make the catch. Great effort by Crawford. Full extension and able to get his hands on the ball, but a difficult play incomplete pass. That brings up 3rd and 14.
Rod Musgrave broke up that pass. That's his 6th of the year. That leads the team. So 3rd and 14, big here.
Clock stopped with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the half. Huntington.
Each team has burned a timeout, so they both have plenty of timeouts, whoever gets the ball here.
Huntington leads 14-7. Laco back to pass on 3rd and long. Throwing the ball for Zaza. Had the ball in his hands, but an excellent breakup is made. That was Braden Hearing. Able to poke the ball away from Zaza Jackson. Man, what a defensive effort. However, I believe that
there's another penalty.
Yeah, another penalty marker down in the backfield.
They're going to decline to hold.
Yep, on the Highlanders, and the result of the play bringing up 4th down, so the Bulldogs will decline the penalty. And that brings up 4th and 14. And Wilson and the punting unit on the field.
New punt returner back this time, Sid Rod Musgrave, number 1.
Penalty markers again before the snap. Goes back to Wilson. Huntington signaling this penalty on the Bulldogs. And it is encroachment on the defense, I believe, a 5-yard penalty. The officials are marking.
They've got 5 penalties for minus 35 yards. And as we said, a couple declined.
Martinsburg, a very tough team, but any team, if you have a lot of self-inflicted wounds, you leave yourself open to giving the other team opportunities. Wilson back to punt.
Line drive.
Yeah, line drive kick is caught by Musgrove. Has some room running to the near side of the field. Cuts inside. Finally brought down at the 45-yard line.
29 stepping up, making the tackle that time, Christian Saunders.
So good field position for the Bulldogs again. Ball pretty close to midfield, and 2 minutes and 5 seconds of time to work with. Huntington leads by a touchdown, 14-7 in this semifinal contest. Bajent and the Bulldog offense back out on the field. 3 receivers to the far side, but it's a run and a great tackle made in the backfield.
Yeah, corner blitz that time by Dwayne Harris, and then Caillou Jackson just absolutely stuffed the back in the middle.
That was Zion Grantham with the carry, and he loses a yard. That will make it 2nd and 11. Just superb timing on the cornerback blitz by Harris. Bajent back to pass. It's a screen pass. Buzz Dover with the catch. Runs inside. Tries to pick up some blockers. He's able to pick up 5 yards on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 6. We have yet to see Jameer Hunter return to action, and that is a really big loss for this Bulldog offense. We'll likely see a lot more of Buzz Dover if Hunter does not return. 3rd and 6. Bajent back to pass. It's a swing pass to Grantham, who tries to make a juke move, starts to stumble, and is brought down.
The Jacksons are there along with Cam Veazey, number 11, Jonathan Jackson, number 5, Zaza Jackson.
It's about a 3-yard pickup, and it will be 4th and 3. Appears as though the offense staying on the field, but you never know with the Martinsburg Bulldogs, as the team's quarterback, Ezra Bajent, also the punter. 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going for it. It's a screen pass to Grantham. He's got the 1st down and more. Picks up some blocking and is finally brought down at the 30-yard line. That's an 18-yard pickup.
Tackled downfield by Donovan Garrett, and Martinsburg will take a timeout.
The Bulldogs requesting a timeout.
I want to say 8 seconds.
Yeah, I
believe.
Looking at the scoreboard, but a little more difficult with these daytime games to be able to read the scoreboard, but appears as though you are correct, Woody. 8 seconds left on the game clock. The ball on the 30-yard line, so maybe the Bulldogs wanting to take a shot at the end zone here and set up a kick, or maybe pick up about 10 to 15 yards and then attempt a field goal. Both teams jogging back out on the field. Bulldog offense getting set, and 4 receivers on the near side of the field, 1 to the far side. Empty set for Bajent. He fires the ball toward the end zone, and nobody's going to come up with that one. A little too strong of a pass.
That ball thrown down there. He was looking for number 24. That's Braden Mott.
So with the incomplete pass, the clock stops at 2 seconds. Special teams unit not running out on the field, so it appears as though the Bulldogs will just toss this one toward the end zone. Bajent back to pass, throws the ball. It is intercepted.
Cam Veazey, I think, came up with it.
Yes, Veazey.
They'll say he's down.
With the interception, and that will end the first half. Huntington leads 14-7 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs at halftime. Really, Woody, if you're head coach Billy Seals, you can't ask for much more.
No, that's for sure. I mean, it's been a wild, wide open, lots of penalties, lots of big play game. Things have been called back a few times too, so don't know where we're going to end with this one, but you got to like having the lead and getting the ball to start the second half.
Oh, yes, certainly an exciting first half of action. Stay tuned in for the second half, but first, we've got the halftime report coming up next. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute and Cabell County Schools, is brought to you in part by Jason W. Elkins at Elkins State Farm Agency. Jason can help you find coverage that works for you. Jason W. Elkins, State Farm Agent, 4346 5th Street Road, Huntington. TaxMasters ProBooks Plus is your tax and bookkeeping specialist. Visit TaxMastersProBooksPlus.com or call 740-867-8333. Kindred Communications, radio, digital, events, print, kindredcom.net. Fueled by your neighborhood Parmar stores.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
For Kindred Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kindred Communications,
This
is
home.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
And Parkersburg South just went up 21-13.
Uh-oh.
I guess Frankfurt and Hoover are playing tonight.
Huh.
All right. 12. 1, 12.
Taking care of the Huntington Highlanders. It's time for the Highlanders halftime report and a recap of first possession on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where it is halftime between the Huntington Highlanders and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. And Huntington leading 14-7 at the half. I'm Christian Palmer, welcomed alongside by Woody Woodrum. Woody, an excellent half by the Highlanders, almost perfect besides the one big trick play allowed for a touchdown.
Yeah, just completely threw them off there, and and it goes for 59 yards. But they've come back with a good drive to answer that, and then getting the ball on the fumble recovery on the fumble. And the other thing that happened on that was they also may have lost Jameer Hunter. He hadn't come back into the game, and he's a big part of their offense, that's for sure. Here's a guy that's made 36 catches, 819 yards, and 13 touchdowns. The 13 touchdowns leads the team, so that is a big loss if he indeed went down.
And Martinsburg playing a little similar to last week in terms of hurting themselves some. Penalties starting to add up, a bad snap costing the team a lot of yardage, and Huntington able to take advantage of some of those opportunities up to this point.
Oh, no doubt about that. They had a big pass called back because an illegal man went downfield. That's a mistake for sure. You had the hands to the face. That was a big penalty because you had an unsportsmanlike against number 50, who's been in the backfield all night, Rashad Reed. And he's got to watch it now because another unsportsmanlike, he'd not only lose the rest of this game, but he wouldn't be able to play if they play next week. So you got to keep that in check a little bit. But they put a lot of pressure on Laco in the game, but so far he hasn't thrown an interception, which Bajan did right there at the end of the half. So turnovers have been a big deal all year for the Highlanders, and they're a big deal in their leading 14-7 right now.
And I will give you a quick scoring summary to tell you listeners how we got to 14-7 in favor of the Highlanders. Well, it was Martinsburg scoring first, breaking the ice on its first possession of the ball game, a 3-play, 60-yard touchdown drive ending with a Buzz Dover touchdown. An excellent trick play, great design by the Bulldogs. Murphy Clement throwing the ball down the field to Dover. So just a minute and a half into the contest, Martinsburg with the initial quick touchdown advantage. Then Huntington answering right back on a 10-play, 70-yard drive that took exactly 5 minutes off the clock, capped off by a Deedrick Graves touchdown, a 1-yard carry into the end zone. And then on Huntington's final touchdown drive of the half, it was a 6-play, 16-yard drive that took up 3 minutes and ended with a Wayne Harris touchdown. So that brings us to 14-7, and Huntington holding a lead here at the half, trying to defeat the Bulldogs and go back to the state championship. We're going to step aside for a short break. When we return, Woody will have his halftime interview as he has every week. And this week, we've got senior quarterback Gavin Laco. So that's to look forward to on the other side of the break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
For Kendrick Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kendrick Communications,
This
is
home.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
Food Fair has a new and convenient way for you to save. Introducing Clip and Save digital coupons. Just go to your local Food Fair, sign up for Cart Cash, then set up an online shopping account at foodfairmarkets.com, and you're ready to start clipping. Use your Food Fair app while shopping and clip your item right there in the store. Your savings will be applied as you check out. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Save on all your favorite items with Clip and Save digital coupons. Food Fair, where convenience and quality meet.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
They had a -1 here, so that's 7 yards rushing for him. Through to 4 for 5 yards. To 4 for 5. Okay, got that one. And 13 to 2. Okay, got that one. And then to 5 for 18. That's the one I was missing. So I've got. Welcome back. It's halftime at the semifinals here as Huntington is hosting Martinsburg, and we've got with us the quarterback of this team for the last couple of 3 years, Gavin Locko, a 6 foot, 200-pound senior. He's going to head to Dayton next, but a little bit of business to take care of these last 2 weeks. Gavin, talk a little bit about, you know, your journey to get where you are now, because obviously everybody starts as a young guy. Everybody doesn't know much and has to get in the weight room and all that.
Well, when I was a freshman, even when I was a sophomore, I was really tiny. The main thing I was working on was just like
they were wanting to get out of here, so I just grabbed Gavin. I figured
for sure.
I said we start the season talking. I said, well, this is my last game, so I'll finish talking to you.
Yeah, that's right.
In the off season to make sure I wouldn't be the same.
He's such a good kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I had
God,
a better
he's
year this off season.
Salt of the earth.
Worked a lot of my throwing.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hello, my name is Seth Seldron. I'm here in my home studio where I write, record, produce, mix, and master all my own music, as well as write, record, and edit all kinds of videos. Making my own music and making videos allows me a certain creative outlet that I wouldn't otherwise have. And one day I hope to sort of combine the two, maybe create my own music videos, direct them, edit them, as well as produce music for myself and other people.
At Huntington Federal, our low down payment mortgage just got lower. We are delighted to announce a new 5% down, no PMI option that lets you receive the keys to your dream home. We have online ways to apply, and you can even obtain pre-approval within minutes. With convenient locations in Huntington, Barboursville, and Tays Valley, we have a branch near you. Let us make your homeownership dreams come true with a low down payment mortgage today. Huntington Federal. Local then, local now.
For Kindred Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kindred Communications,
This
is
home.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Game of the Week, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute and Cabell County Schools, is brought to you in part by Jason W. Elkins at Elkins State Farm Agency. Jason can help you find coverage that works for you. Jason W. Elkins, State Farm Agent, 4346 5th Street Road, Huntington. TaxMasters ProBooks Plus is your tax and bookkeeping specialist. Visit TaxMastersProBooksPlus.com or call 740-867-8333. Kindred Communications, radio, digital, events, print, kindredcom.net. Fueled by your neighborhood Parmar stores.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
For Kindred Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kindred Communications,
This
is
home.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Where it is halftime between the Huntington Highlanders and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Huntington leading 14-7 at the half. I'm Christian Palmer. He's Woody Woodrum. Woody, it's time to go over some other scores and games going on.
Yep, and Marshall has taken the lead again in the fourth quarter. Thundering Herd is up 21-17 in that game. So the Herd looking for that 8th win of the season, a second place finish in the East Division. Georgia, no trouble with Georgia Tech, end of 3, 23-7. The Dogs are ahead. Michigan trying for its second straight win over Ohio State. Right now in the third quarter, they have the lead. 24-20, Michigan number 3, Ohio State number 2 this week. Number 8, Clemson's getting all they want from the Gamecocks in the battle for Carolina. 30-28, Clemson leads South Carolina right now. West Virginia is leading at Oklahoma State, the end of 3, 21-19. Neil Brown's teams have fought hard all year long, just have not won enough this year. 38-7, Army over UMass. 42-7, New Mexico State over Liberty. That's a bit of an upset. Maryland leading Rutgers 37-0 fourth quarter. How about this score? JMU beating Coastal Carolina without their quarterback, McCall, 46-7.
Oh, my.
Now, Old Dominion, who can't get a bowl this year, is trying to turn over South Alabama's apple cart, but it's 2020 right now. South Alabama's 9-2, though. They're in. Western Kentucky, Florida Atlantic, and CUSA, 17-17 right now. East Carolina leading Temple, 28-24. In the MAC, Kent State leads Buffalo, 10-10. And Akron leads Northern Illinois, 10-6. North Texas leads Rice, 7-0. Only one other score today from games going on, and Parkersburg South has the lead on the Hurricane, 24-13 in that game.
And, of course, the winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the AAA State Championship. We're going to take one final break of the half, and when we return, we will have the start of the second half. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
The Marshall Sports Medicine Institute, the exclusive provider of sports medicine services to Marshall University Athletics, is pleased to offer walk-in clinics 6 days a week. Full-service appointments are available on a walk-in basis weekdays 9 to 3. And a screening clinic is conducted.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall ORTHOPAEDICS, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall ORTHOPAEDICS takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hello, my name is Seth Seldron. I'm here in my home studio where I write, record, produce, mix, and master all my own music, as well as write, record, and edit all kinds of videos. Making my own music and making videos allows me a certain creative outlet that I wouldn't otherwise have. And one day I hope to sort of combine the two, maybe create my own music videos, direct them, edit them, as well as produce music for myself and other people.
At Huntington Federal, our low down payment mortgage just got lower. We are delighted to announce a new 5% down, no PMI option that lets you receive the keys to your dream home. We have online ways to apply, and you can even obtain pre-approval within minutes. With convenient locations in Huntington, Barbersville, and Tays Valley, we have a branch near you. Let us make your homeownership dreams come true with a low down payment mortgage today. Huntington Federal. Local then, local now.
For Kindred Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kindred Communications,
This
is
home.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
All right, good now.
All right.
I took that old cooler. It's been the foam one was
Right.
been laying under there a couple of years.
Did you use that?
I jumped in there where they're shooting the film next window here. I was like, Jimmy, I got to go or I'm going to wet all over the floor. I went by the coach and he goes, I said,
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium. Second half of football just about to begin in this semifinal high school football playoff matchup with a trip to the state championship on the line. Huntington leading 14-7 at the half and will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. I'm Christian Palmer, welcome alongside by Woody Woodrum. Woody, a great half of football by the Highlanders, but another big opportunity here to continue the momentum into the second half with a good offensive drive.
Well, I have to see what they're doing here on the kickoff because they do have a couple different kicks, but usually kickers 10 yards back, that normally means that Terwilliger is going to kick it long.
And he is running up to the ball. Well, now starts to slow his jog, and now he is opting to go a little closer
now
to the football.
Now he's going to go short, so you can look for a pop-up or even an onside try.
And it's an onside kick. And there is a loose ball on the 45-yard line. Scramble for it. And
wait a minute, they're pointing both ways down there.
One official points that it's Martinsburg's ball, and they will stick with that call. Martinsburg with a gutsy call, an onside kick to start the second half.
Well, the player was up there to make the grab. I think he's the player that got hurt. 22, Walt Williams down on the ground. Couldn't see exactly who got a hand up for it. They got it on their hands, but then the players made the impact, and that's when the ball came loose. So onside kick.
Separated the man from the ball. And now the Bulldogs with a big opportunity to tie this game up. Martinsburg trailing by a touchdown, 14-7. First drive of the second half. Martinsburg begins at Huntington's 46-yard line, and it's a run to start this series. Grantham with the carry, and he is bottled up in the backfield.
59, Gavin Adkins there first with the stop. They finished with I had them for 5 rushes for minus 11 yards in the first half, and they went backwards on that play.
Yeah, losing 2 yards. That will bring up 2nd and 12.
Grantham has rushed 5 times for 5 yards in the game. Huntington's done a great job there on defense.
And the Bulldogs now making a substitution as Ezra Bajent exits the field, and Murphy Clement now back at quarterback.
But he's the running quarterback, so they're going to try to get something going with him. But Jonathan Jackson says, no, I don't think so.
Yes, an immediate carry for Clement, running to the far side of the field, able to get back near the original line of scrimmage, and maybe an extra half yard, so that will bring up 3rd and 9. Bajent rejoins the offense as it's likely a passing down now, 3rd and long. The Huntington fans in the stands making some noise. Bajent back to pass, throws the ball over the middle, almost intercepted.
Jordan Price had the first shot of it. Avante Crawford had the second shot at it. And I don't think the receiver for Martinsburg ever even saw the ball.
No.
That was number 11, I believe, going downfield that time.
Nevertheless, the pass falls incomplete, and that brings up 4th down, 4th and 9, with 10 and a half minutes left in the third quarter, and Huntington ahead by a touchdown. Bajent
throws it up.
Underhand throws the ball down the field, and
then a fumble.
Roman Pearson scoops it up at about the 35-yard line. Huntington players standing there with their hands in the air, and it's a first down.
It is a pass. He threw the ball underhanded, but threw it up into the air. The agent caught the ball at the 35, and that's a first down.
My goodness, what a play call by the Bulldogs, and it works perfectly. 1st and 10, Grantham with the carry, running the ball up the middle, and he continues to fight forward, and he's going to be able to pick up 3 yards on first down. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Cam Veazey with the stop. That was just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen a play quite like that, but it looks like what a team does when they're trying to throw some time off the clock, and they just throw the ball up in the air as high as they can.
Oh, yeah.
But that was a called play. There wasn't any doubt. The receiver knew to go get it.
2nd and 7. Bajent back to pass. Some
pressure.
He rolls right, lofts the ball down the field, almost able to connect with Braden Mott.
But a nice pass breakup by number 6, Dwayne Harris. He would not give up on the ball.
Yeah, Harris continuing to fight and get his hands in there, and a good effort by Mott as well, almost able to high point the ball and reel in the catch. The pass falls incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Ball just inside Huntington's 32-yard line. Bajent with a quick hitter to the outside. It's Grantham who is brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, he was hemmed in by Jackson, Zaza Jackson. Then Cam Veazey got there. So did Jordan Price. So did Donovan Garrett and Gavin Atkins, because he cut back. He was going left, then he came back right.
An excellent team effort by the Highlanders brings up 4th and 8. Bulldog offense setting up. 3 receivers to the near side of the field, 1 to the far side. Bajent back to pass. Has some time, throws the ball over the middle, and hits his man. That's Buzz Dover, who has the first and more.
Taken down by Jordan Price, but a first down there.
Finally brought down at the 12-yard line, so a 21-yard pickup. Dover having to step up with the Bulldogs' number 1 receiver, Jameer Hunter, out of the game. 1st and 10, Bajent sends a man in motion, hands it off to that man. It's Clement with the carry, and he is in the end zone for the Bulldogs' touchdown. Great blocking on the outside and little resistance as Murphy Clement is able to get into the end zone. And this game now a PAT away from being tied up again. Terwilliger on for the PAT. The snap is good. The kick is up. And it is good. With 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We've got a tied ball game, 14-all. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
All right, who caught the one up into the air?
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on the other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium. where we've got a tied ball game with 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 14-all between Huntington and Martinsburg in this semifinal high school football playoff matchup. Martinsburg tying the game up after recovering an onside kick.
And they may still try another onside, although he's backed up like he's going to kick it deep.
Yep. Terwilliger boots this ball down the field, and it's Zaza Jackson scooping it up inside his own 10, and a quick burst of speed has him out near the 25-yard line. Officials mark him down at the 24. Zaza scooping that up.
Yeah, so an 18-yard return there, not too bad. He had to wait till it quit hopping before
right.
he could go somewhere. 8-11, and Highlanders need an answer.
Huntington giving up the lead after being unable to recover. Martinsburg's onside kick looking to regain the lead, but a big play on first down by the Bulldog defense. Laco brought down in the backfield.
Jimmy Harden came on a blitz and hit him in the backfield. Nobody picked up the linebacker. And it's a loss back to, well, only the 22. It wasn't a bad, pretty good spot, I think, for Laco. Second and 12.
The offense looking to regroup and gain some positive yardage.
6 rushes for Gavin Laco today for 0 yards, though, with the losses he's had.
Yeah, Laco, such a great runner all season long. Bulldogs doing a good job defending that. Laco back to pass, looking for Avante Crawford on the far side of the field, but the official signal incomplete. Crawford comes away with the ball, but appears as though he was out of bounds.
Yeah, good coverage over there by 11 as well, Roman Pearson, but he threw it up, let Crawford go get it, and he's a basketball player. He's a 6'2", 6'3" kid, and just could not get his feet down in bounds.
Crawford playing pretty much exclusively at quarterback, backup QB this season offensively, but injuries at wide receiver causing him to be in the lineup, and he has made some nice efforts today. 3rd and 12. Laco takes the snap, has some pressure, gets the pass off, hits Harris, who is brought down after crossing the 30-yard line. He's going to be short, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, it's 4th and 3, so Huntington has a decision here at the 31.
And the punting unit quickly jogs out onto the field. A couple of groans from the fans, but
I think that's the right call.
I agree. Backed up in your own end.
No need to give a good offense the ball.
That's exactly right. Tavion Wilson back to punt. Receives the snap and boots the ball down the field. It's Musgrove catching the ball, making a few juke moves, trying to get to the far side of the field, but is brought down at the 40-yard line, maybe able to get an additional yard.
Yeah, he didn't have much running room that time. Started about the 35 and gets back to the 31. Good coverage team by Huntington all day.
Yeah, about a 6-yard return by Musgrove. And now the Bulldog offense back out on the field. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third quarter of this tied ball game. Bajent takes the snap and throws the ball to the outside. It's Clement catching the ball. Screen pass to him, and he is able to quickly get upfield. Nice pickup. He's going to be marked out of bounds, though, just shy of the first down marker.
Give him 9 on the play. Jordan Price pushes him out of bounds.
And Murphy Clement doing a little bit of everything today. A touchdown pass, now a touchdown rush, and another nice catch on the outside. 2nd and 1. Bajent looks to pass.
He threw that one away. Pressure by Gavin Adkins. He just threw it into the ground, plus double coverage on Clement that time by both Khalif Ty and Dwayne Harris.
Yeah, that was a really smart play by the senior quarterback. As Woody mentioned, pressure in on him, and also the hot read on the outside had 2 defenders on him. So throw that ball into the turf and live to fight another day. 3rd and 1. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Bajent hands the ball off. It's Grantham with the carry. A big hole. He's got a 1st and more. Finally brought down inside of the 40-yard line.
Jonathan Jackson there with a stop, but that's their biggest run of the day by far, except for the 13-yard touchdown. In the open field, they just haven't gotten the ball loose like that. He picked up 13 yards.
Yeah, brought down at the 37-yard line. That moves the chains. 1st and 10. And now it's Pearson with the carry on the jet sweep, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Good job over there by 59, Gavin Adkins, and number 5, Zaza Jackson.
So Martinsburg looking to continue the momentum it's built up in this 3rd quarter after recovering an onside kick, scoring a quick touchdown, and looking to add another. Midway through the quarter, tie ball game, 14-all. Bajent back to pass, lofts one down the field. It's a jump ball, and Crawford comes away with it. Interception for the Highlanders.
Second interception of the day for Huntington.
And what a play by Avante Crawford. And that's his 5th interception of the season.
Yeah, that ties him for the team lead with Zaza Jackson.
Really right when his team needed it the most as well. So the Highlanders get a big stop and another opportunity for the offense to put up some points.
5:58 to go here in the 3rd, still tied, 14-14.
However, not great field position for Huntington. Will start this drive on its own 7-yard line. 1st and 10, Laco rolling out to his right. Is going to just throw this ball away. Nobody open.
Yep. Looking for Curtis Jones downfield.
Martinsburg sideline.
Might have been a late hit in the end zone.
And there is a flag down the Martinsburg sideline.
Well, they
absolutely convinced that they have a safety.
Well, they thought it was a intentional grounding.
Right.
Which Curtis Jones was knocked down on the route. They didn't see that part of it, but the official did get that right. It was a late hit after he threw the ball, and then, so, again, penalties are the biggest problem that they have.
Yeah, an absolute killer, and that will give the Highlanders some breathing room as well.
7th penalty of the day for minus 60 yards against Martinsburg.
Backed up deep inside their own 10 were the Highlanders, but now with the 15 free yards, the ball out to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, shotgun formation.
Some breathing room for sure.
Oh, yeah, Laco takes the snap and hands the ball off. It's Deedrick Graves running to the right side of the line. He picks up 2 yards.
Down on the bottom of the pile defensively was number 9, Cam Shallis.
Shallis, another excellent defender on this Bulldog defense. Coming into today's game with over 70 tackles.
7 carries for 20 yards for Curtis Jones. It's been tough running for Huntington as well as for Martinsburg.
2nd and 8. Laco takes the snap. It's Deedrick Graves again with another carry. Running up the middle and once again able to pick up a short gain of 2 yards.
Jimmy Harden, the middle linebacker, made another tackle. He was first team All Eastern Panhandle Conference.
So 3rd and 6 after the short gain. Less than 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Still tied up 14-all. Offense set at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Laco back to pass. Pressure on him immediately. able to get out of the initial pressure, launches the ball down the field, and the pass is intercepted.
Yep, that was not a good throw that time. Laco tried to force one down the field to Zaza Jackson, and it's picked off by number 4 on the defense, buzzed over.
Just immediate pressure on Laco, almost able to get out of it and make a play down the field, but a play where he will tell you he should have thrown that ball out of bounds and lived to fight another day.
Absolutely.
So the turnover gives the Bulldogs the ball on Huntington's 40-yard line. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
So his first interception of the game.
1st and 10. And Murphy Clement in the game at quarterback. He takes the snap and runs the ball to the far side of the field. He's got a first down and more. Bumped out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, finally bumped out of bounds by Jonathan Jackson.
14-yard pickup by Clement, the running QB. That moves the chains. Gives the Bulldogs a first down. 1st and 10, the ball now on the 26-yard line.
He's really given a spark to this running game.
Really has. Zion Grantham doing all he can, but not a ton of yards on his carries today. High snap, but Clement able to jump up and catch the ball, then run forward for a decent pickup on first down.
Yeah, Cam Veazey finally makes the stop.
He's going to be marked down at the 23-yard line.
That's 4 carries for 33 yards.
It's about a 3-yard pickup. That'll make it 2nd and 7. Bulldog offense in no hurry at all.
Bajent's back at quarterback now.
And a brief stoppage as our head official signals to restart the play clock.
I couldn't imagine why it stopped with the ball staying in bounds.
2nd and 7. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Bajent sends a man in motion. Throws the ball to the far side. That's Zion Grantham with the catch. He makes a nice move and is inside of the 10. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Finally brought down at the 9-yard line, 13-yard pickup. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Martinsburg with an opportunity to retake the lead. And Bajent this time with the quarterback keeper, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, Huntington becoming pass. They think with 13's in there, it's going to be a pass. That time he tricked them with a quarterback draw, and it was wide open up the middle.
An excellent play call by Martinsburg. Doing just as you said, Woody. You always have Bajent in there for a pass and Murphy for a run. Switch it up, and Bajent with little resistance on his way into the end zone. Little early movement on the PAT.
Dwayne Harris jumped the gun a bit.
So that will be a penalty on the Highlanders. And the Bulldogs.
It moves the ball up to the 1.5, and they might think about going for 2, although.
Could be tempted. However.
This would make it 21-14, so.
Kicker Brent Terwilliger has made all of his kicks today, so the Bulldogs opting to stay with him, trusting his right leg. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. With 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter, Martinsburg retakes the lead and leads 21-14. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
So nice. Come back.
ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930. This is Huntington Highlanders football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where the Martinsburg Bulldogs lead 21-14 over the Huntington Highlanders. Martinsburg kickoff down the field and goes out of bounds. Kick by Brent Terwilliger, landing out of bounds on the far side of the field, and that's certainly something that could swing the momentum back toward Huntington.
Yeah, no doubt. That's one of those penalties that, doesn't get written down very much, but a kickoff out of bounds puts the ball at the 35-yard line, and Huntington's got to be pleased to be there since their last possession started at their own 7. So this is a marked improvement.
Huntington's last offensive possession ending with a turnover. Gavin Locko throwing his 3rd interception of the season. Looks to have a short memory. Ball on the 35-yard line. Martinsburg ahead 21-14 with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Locko back to pass on 1st down. Hits Avante Crawford. A nice catch and run by Crawford up past midfield. Brought down at the Bulldogs' 47-yard line.
Cyrod Musgrave with the tackle, but Crawford has been the target much of the day.
And he's done an excellent job and picks up 18 yards on the catch and run. That gives the Highlanders a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Shotgun set, 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Locko takes the snap, back to pass, throws the ball over the middle, has Wayne Harris, who leaps over a defender, upended a little bit at the end, and brought down at the 22-yard line, 25-yard gain.
That was Musgrave again making the tackle. He went low, and Harris was looking to jump over him. About halfway in his leap, he realized he had too much momentum and landed on his back instead, but good tackle. Good catch, though.
Yeah, a couple of big plays by the Huntington wide receivers, moving the ball down the field quickly. 1st and 10. Ball on Martinsburg's 22. A low snap, but it works out to the Highlanders' advantage. Locko with the quarterback keeper, and he's in the end zone. 22-yard touchdown run by the senior QB.
Well, he kind of liked that quarterback draw that Martinsburg used, and he thought he'd dial that up himself. A little bit longer and a lot scarier with the tough snap that time. Huntington's offensive line is having some trouble. I mean, Tyrus Mayo is having a heck of a day trying to handle Eric King on the outside. And, Robbie Martin is not the normal center. So if he has a sloppy one occasionally, well, you knew that might happen.
Yep. PAT is tacked on by Johnny II. And once again, we are all tied up, 21-all, with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930. Oh, man.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on the other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where we've got a tied ball game, 21-all between Huntington and Martinsburg. After a Gavin Locko touchdown and now a Johnny I boot down the field, lands in the end zone for another touchback.
Well, I like this. I mean, I know the pop-up kicks have their place, and obviously Martinsburg got an onside, but when Johnny I can put a team like this back at the 20 and make them go 84 yards, that's a big help to your defense.
Certainly is, and he's done that consistently throughout the season.
Yeah, especially, though, down the playoffs here. He's had a couple more today, 15 in the season, but 9 in the playoffs.
Just great as of late. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Bajent with a pass. It's a screen pass to Dover. Dover brought down quickly after he picks up a yard.
He tried to cut it back inside, and he ran right into Jordan Price, who stopped that one pretty quick.
So 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Martinsburg offense now set. High snap, and Bajent drops it, but he is able to fall on top of it. A couple of bad snaps by both teams in this contest.
Boy,
and this one causes the Bulldogs to lose 6 yards.
I'll tell you what, Cam Veazey, number 4, and number 2 for Huntington, Donovan Garrett, they were smelling that ball the minute it was loose on the ground.
And the fans really making some noise. We could feel this place vibrating up in the booth. 3rd and long, Bajent back to pass, finds a man, and a fight for the first down marker, but brought down just shy is Buzz Dover. Needed 15, gets 14. An excellent effort. Appears as though the Bulldogs will go for it on 4th down. Mentioned this earlier, though. You never know if Bajent will just step back and punt the ball as well. Has that ability. 4th and 1. He's going for it. Quarterback keeper. He's got the first and more. Needed just a yard, and he is able to pick up about 7.
Yep.
That moves the chains and gives the Bulldogs a first down. 1st and 10, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Bajent looking that way, hits Murphy Clement on the short hitter, and he is hit hard after picking up a yard.
Jordan Price laid the lumber to him on that one.
Great job by Price. He is always flying all around the field and making a ton of tackles, and he makes the final tackle of the third quarter. After 3 complete quarters, we are all tied up, 21 all. We're going to step aside for a short break. When we return, we'll have the start of the 4th. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
My Town Truck and RV of South Point is open for business. They have a huge selection of trucks and RVs with the best financing services out there. Buy with ease at My Town Truck and RV. Taking the next step towards ownership has been simplified. Their finance experts are ready to help you secure a low rate today. Visit their website at mytowntruckandrv.com. Fill out the pre-qualification app with no credit impact. Stop by today. My Town Truck and RV, located at 154 County Road 450 in South Point.
Travel Doctors. Dreams come true when you travel with the doctor. Booking now for a week in Punta Cana, December 3rd through the 10th or February 18th through the 26th in an all-inclusive hotel and including airfare for as low as $15.99 per person. Travel Doctors with a spring vacation to Jamaica in an all-inclusive hotel for only $1,811 per person, including airfare May 27th through June 3rd. Travel Doctors, vacation specialists for over 3 decades. Call now to make dreams come true.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium for the start of the fourth quarter of this semifinal matchup. A trip to the AAA state championship on the line. Tie ball game, 21-all, Huntington and Martinsburg. 2nd and 8, first play of the quarter. Bajent with a pass to the far side of the field to Buzz Dover, who continues to fight. Did not want to go down.
No.
However, not able to pick up a lot of yardage, a 2-yard pickup.
22, Jonathan Jackson, 11, Khalif Ty, and 6, Dwayne Harris, all there for the stop.
So 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Nose of the football just touching the 40-yard line. It's a shotgun formation for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Bulldogs with a hard count trying to get a jump on Huntington. Stays put. Bajent takes the snap, back to pass, has some pressure, and he's brought down in the backfield.
33.
A sack for the Highlanders, Jordan Price.
Big time play.
That will bring up 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 14 as well. A big loss of 8 yards. And the punting unit out on the field. A big stop by the Highlander defense with 10.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. A late substitution on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they ran in, Rashad Reed. I'm not sure for who exactly.
And that is going to cause a delay of game late on the field. Then he started to jog back toward the sideline, and I believe somebody tossed him his mouthpiece, but by the time he was able to get lined up and set, delay of game already occurring.
So it could be a good return coming here. Got number 6, Dwayne Harris back. He has the only punt return touchdown this season by Huntington.
Bajent back to punt. Kick bounces inside of the 40, and Harris will just stay away. Ball takes a Martinsburg bounce and trickles out of bounds at Huntington's 30-yard line.
Well, that one had a funny top spin on it. I'd have stayed away from it too, which took it out of bounds a little faster than I think they would have liked.
A better safe than sorry on a play like that.
43-yard punt, no return.
So the Highlander offense will set up shop at the 30-yard line with just over 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 21-all, Huntington, Martinsburg. Empty set for Laco, 5 receivers. He drops back to pass, some immediate pressure, launches the ball down the field. Harris able to make a juggling catch. What a play!
The defensive back, Sarad Musgrave, broke the ball up. It was about to get away from Harris. He pulled it into his chest and makes the catch. Wow, 31 yards.
An excellent play by the junior receiver. Highlanders with the ball now on Martinsburg's 39-yard line. 9.5 minutes left in the final quarter of regulation. Laco pitches the ball to the outside. It's Zaza Jackson running to the far side of the field, but a great defensive play made by the Bulldogs as Jackson is brought down in the backfield.
32, Eric King got him by the back of the jersey, not by the shoulder pad. You're still allowed to grasp the jersey down on it, and spun him around there and then got some help. I know one of the players that got in there was number 15, Kai Fagan, and they get to stop and a loss back to the 41.
So it's a 2-yard loss, and that will bring up 2nd and 12. The Highlander offense breaks the huddle.
Play clock down to 6.
Offense quickly setting up. Laco sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking for Harris again, but the pass is short and hits the turf. So the incomplete pass stops the clock with 8 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of our tied contest, 21-all.
Well, I mean, right now you're looking at a field goal that would be nearly 60 yards, so you've got to get some more yardage, I think, before you even think about Johnny I. But both kickers are good, so it could come down to that for sure.
Highlander offense at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Laco sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, has some pressure, rolls out to his left. What a great throw by Laco. And Harris makes the catch on the sideline.
That's as good as you'll see on Saturday night or Sunday or Monday night, because that was a big time. Got 1 foot down just at the stick, gets the first down.
The toe tap gives the Highlanders a first down. The ball now at the 27-yard line.
That puts him over 100 yards receiving, 6 catches for 106 yards.
And now well over 1,000 yards on the season. 1st and 10. Laco sends a man in motion, but hands it off. It's Zaza Jackson running up the middle. A great run on first down by Jackson.
Got behind Robbie Martin and the other big man on the line, Jesse Adkins, and those two guys are 6'4", about 280 to 290 between them, and they paved the way to the 19-yard line. Gain of 8.
So it's 2nd and 2 for the Highlanders. Ball now in the red zone as we tick under 8 minutes. Offense jogging to the line of scrimmage, setting up 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, but it's a quarterback keeper. Laco running up the middle, through a few defenders and in the end zone. Touchdown!
Wow. That was just a big-time play. He found the crease on the left side of the offensive line over there where Robbie Martin and Wyatt Atkins and Tyrus Mayo got him into the secondary, and then they just could not bring him down.
A 19-yard touchdown run by the senior QB. And on for the PAT.
That one almost hit the interstate. He kicked it so far.
It's good through the uprights, had plenty of distance. And Huntington leads by a touchdown, 28-21 over Martinsburg with 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in regulation. We're going to step aside for a short break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill. That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride
on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium, where the Huntington Highlanders lead 28-21 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in regulation. Johnny I boot down the field, landing in the end zone again for another touchback. I'm Christian Palmer, welcomed alongside by Woody Woodrum. Woody, just all kinds of excitement in this game, and it should be a thrilling finish.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one you don't want to turn off that dial.
Fans standing on their feet. 1st and 10 for Martinsburg. Bajent backed up pass, had a man, and it goes off of the hands of Murphy Clement. An on-target pass by Bajent, but Murphy just unable to make the grab.
You got to figure he was cheating a little bit, trying to look and see where the defensive backs were, and that will always bite you.
Thinking too much about what he was going to do after the catch.
Yeah, you got to catch it first.
2nd down, and it's a quarterback keeper, Bajent, running the ball. He picks up 3 yards on the carry, and that will bring up 3rd and 7.
Caillou Jackson, also Donovan Garrett on that stop.
Just over 7 minutes remain in regulation. Huntington leads by 7, 28-21. Shotgun formation for the Bulldogs. Bajent takes the snap. Throws a screen pass to Grantham, who picks up some blockers.
They set it up beautifully.
A lot of space in front of him. He is finally pushed out of bounds into Highlander territory, and he will be marked down at the 41-yard line. It's a 36-yard gain and just a convoy of blockers.
Well, they let everybody through, and when they did, they threw the screen pass, and he was untouched.
Set up to perfection. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Bajent back to pass. A quick hitter to the outside. Pearson fights through first contact and is able to get close to the 1st down marker. I believe he's got it.
Cam Veazey and Jonathan Jackson make the stop, but he ran through the first tackler there, and that's how come he could pick up all that extra yard. So after having the last drive with no first downs, the drive before that only 1 first down, now they've got 2, and they're rolling a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the near side of the field, 2 to the far side. Grantham to Bajent's right, and Bajent drops the snap. He's able to turn around and leap onto the loose ball and recover it, but loses a good bit of yardage in the process.
I'll tell you what, Donovan Garrett's going to get one of those if he keeps putting it on the ground. He came in like a wild man that time trying to get to the ball. They lose all the way back to the 38, so a loss of 7 yards.
So 2nd and 17, another bad snap costing the Bulldogs. Bajent back to pass. It's another short pass. It's Pearson with the catch. Runs to the far side of the field, all kinds of space, and picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, forced out of bounds down there eventually by Jonathan Jackson. Not before he got a big gain. They're running that crossing route, getting a lot of yardage in this drive.
A 20-yard pickup places the ball on the 18-yard line. Pearson with a couple of nice catches in today's game. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Bajent sends a man in motion, hands it off to that man. It's Clement with the carry to the far side of the field, pushed out of bounds around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it just looked like he and Dwayne Harris arrived there, and it was like, well, I'm close to out of bounds. They banged heads a little bit and just said, okay, I'm going out this time.
And he will
only 1 yard.
Yeah, it'll be marked down at the 17, so it is 2nd and 9. Similar formation, Bajent.
Keeper.
On the quarterback keeper, running the far side of the field. Hit hard and the ball's loose. Does Huntington have it?
Jonathan Price.
The Highlanders have the ball.
Jonathan Price with the hit, the strip, and the recovery.
The trifecta gives the Highlanders the ball.
Number 33 came in there hard at the put the hit, jarred the ball loose on the quarterback, who kind of I don't know how to explain it, but he was kind of had the ball out because he was off balance.
Right.
And I think when he hit him, that brought the ball out of there.
Right. What a timely play by the senior linebacker. And Huntington with the ball and the lead. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in regulation. Highlanders ahead 28-21.
Both teams have all of their timeouts left.
1st and 10. Laco takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper running up the middle. He's close to a first down. Might be a yard shy. Another nice run by Laco. He will be marked down a yard shy of the first down. Laco over 1,000 yards rushing on the season. Has had another excellent day running the ball, 2 rushing touchdowns, and so close to the chain gang out to measure. And it is inches shy.
Yeah, we'll call it a 9-yard gain because that's the only thing the computer understands when you put him in there. But, yeah, he's really ran the ball well here in the second half. He was at 5 carries for only 2 yards. Now he's at 50 yards on his next 5 carries.
Playing better and better as this game progresses. Highlander offense still in its huddle. I believe I heard someone in the press box say something about the clock, but the clock back is going.
Down to 5.
And the offense at the line of scrimmage. Laco takes the snap, hands the ball off. It's DeEdric Graves. He's got enough for the first down.
Graves has run well today. He's just run like a man. He's put his foot down and cut it straight up the field, and he gets all the way to the 31-yard line, a gain of 5.
An excellent pickup by the sophomore running back who already has a touchdown today. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in regulation, and that clock continues to move.
And Gavin Laco is going to try to burn some of that clock. He called the team back to the line, back to the huddle, and then took them to the line with 9 seconds on the play clock.
Right now is when you love to have a strong running attack. It's a run on 1st and 10. Graves with another carry to the far side of the field. Brought down just shy of the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, there was only about 2 people on the defense that didn't hit him on that play. Number 12 was out here, and there was a safety, number 11 back. Other than that, the other 9 guys all converged on Curtis Jones, who still managed to get 4 yards.
So that will bring up 2nd and 6. 3.5 minutes left in regulation. Huntington taking its time. Offense slowly getting set at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. A running back to Laco's right, but it's a quarterback keeper.
Dove under somebody, and that might be close enough for a first down measurement.
Very close. I believe he might be a half-yard shy. The chain gain might be summoned again.
Cam Shallis was about to make the tackle, and Laco dove in under him. He leaves it about a half-yard short, so give him 5.5 here, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
Under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Huntington leads 28-21 over Martinsburg with a trip to the state championship on the line. Graves with another carry on 3rd down. It's close to a first down.
Very close. Might need a measurement, though.
The official on the far side of the field initially giving him a favorable spot, but he might have stepped back a half yard.
Number 70 came through that time, Aiden Fleming. We haven't called his name very much, just a junior, 6'1", 220. He's played well today.
So the officials talking things over, would have to imagine.
And they're going to take a measurement.
Yeah, this crucial of a call.
And Huntington smart. Their offense had already started over the sideline, knowing they were going to measure it. Well, now are they saying, okay.
It's the chain gang jogging out onto the field. Used twice in about 2 minutes.
It's going to be very close.
And it is inches shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, maybe 6 to 8 inches.
A timeout is requested by Martinsburg. The game stops with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left, as both teams will now talk things over before this extremely crucial upcoming play.
Yeah, absolutely. 2:37 to go. Martinsburg knows they're down 7. They absolutely have to get a stop here. Huntington knows that a first down here, they've still got, Martinsburg will still have 2 timeouts, but you're in pretty good shape, even if they burn them on consecutive plays. It's tricky how a coach will use 2 timeouts with 2.5 to go, and if he's got, close plays like this to game plan for. So, if it's me, I put it into Gavin Locko's hands.
I agree.
They might be looking for that, and so they might pitch it instead to Zaza Jackson, or Dwayne Harris even.
Huntington with 2 players over 1,000 yards rushing on the season. So,
and Huntington might come to the line and say, hey, let's try to draw them off sides.
Hey, good point. 4th and inches. Both teams out onto the field. Shotgun formation. Locko sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper, and he's got the first down.
Wow, and that was with a slip in the backfield. Almost went down. 9 closing on him. He managed to right the ship and get a 1.5 yards up to the 43-yard line.
Quickly able to regain his footing and gives the Highlanders a first down. Clock continues to move at 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in regulation. Huntington ahead by a touchdown, 28-21.
Now everyone in the place looking at the clock wondering if it's running too fast or too slow, depending on which side you're on.
1st and 10, Locko hands the ball off. It's Graves running right up the middle, trying to get a few tough yards for the Highlanders. It's a short pickup of 2 yards, and Martinsburg requests a timeout.
Well, you've got to use them now. You've got to try to slow them down and get a stop on this series. That's all you've got to do. Billy Seals is getting his team over there. They were standing out on the field. He's like, get over here and talk to CJ.
Man, if you think that you've seen this guy emotional out on the field, you should see him right now, which I guess is just a weekly occurrence, but
yes.
especially at this game, an extra gear.
He really does, and Billy, he's really great with these kids. There's a lot of one-parent families, no-parent family, parent having to work 2 jobs.
Yep.
That's just life in the big city, and this
being
is
a good role model for those guys.
Exactly. Keep working hard, keep your focus. Turnovers in life will come just like turnovers in the game.
Yeah, that's right.
And you've got to try to limit them on your side and maybe take away from other people when you can. But he gives them great leadership. C.J. Crawford has been unbelievable. Replacing Brandon Castle, who Billy brought here from Tennessee after his long stem. It's hard to believe that he now is doing such a great job on the offense.
2nd and 8, Locko takes the snap and keeps it himself, running up the middle, close to a first down, but he is going to be about 2 yards short.
Yeah, they're going to mark his knee down at about the 49-yard line. It's a good spot by the ref.
So it will bring up 3rd and 2 for the Highlanders, a 6-yard pickup by Locko, and another timeout requested by Martinsburg.
And that is their 3rd timeout. So
one more first down.
Yeah.
And the Highlanders could be in victory formation. The clock stops with 1 minute and 42 seconds left in regulation.
By the way, let's get an update while we're in a timeout. Marshall beats Georgia State 28-23. The Herd is 8-4 to finish. Parkersburg South looks like they'll be the opponent for whoever wins this game. 44-21 over Hurricane in the fourth quarter.
I'd love to see that by the Herd, finishing the regular season strong.
Yeah.
Martinsburg's defense back out onto the field. Huntington taking an extra moment or two. Offense back out, getting set up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1. Shotgun set. And another whistle is blown.
Not sure what that was.
The official.
They're asking to reset the clock, so.
Things reset. 3rd and 1. Shotgun formation. Laco takes the snap, running to the right side of the line. He's got a first down and more.
I'll tell you what, when he came aside on Jesse Atkins, Billy Seals got a hold of him and said to him something. Laco, instead of going up the middle that time, got right behind the big 6'4", 295-pound senior guard, and he cleared the road all the way to nearly the 40-yard line.
The clock continues to move. 1.5 minutes left in regulation. Almost every fan in attendance on their feet. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Laco takes the snap and knees the ball down.
Nothing better than victory formation.
That's got to be every coach's favorite formation, and the Huntington sideline starting to feel it. Huntington just a play away from heading back to the state championship. Offense taking its time. Gavin Laco just throwing his hands up and looking up to the sky. One more play to go.
Yep.
And Martinsburg jumps off sides. Encroachment on the Bulldogs.
Well, penalties have been a problem all night for Martinsburg. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10th penalty that has been called and marched off. They've had a couple more.
The head official speaking with Gavin Laco, and they will start the play clock, and that'll be it. Head coach Billy Seals with a water shower, and the Highlanders head back to the state championship with a matchup against Parkersburg South on the way.
Well, it'll be number 1, number 2, which is what it was last year. And, of course, last year it was number 2 knocking off number 1. So South was a team that Huntington saw during the COVID year. They got rocked by them that year. They had a lot of seniors. They were very good. And so, you know, there are some players on this team that don't even remember that game because they're so young. But, you know, this team, I mean, they beat the team that you got to beat to prove if you're going to be the man, you got to beat the man. And they beat the team that has 9 championships in about the last 12 to 15 years.
That's right. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the Highlanders were better today, winning 28-21 over Martinsburg. We're going to step aside for a short break, but stay tuned because the post-game portion of our broadcast is coming up next. You're listening to Huntington High School football on ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.
All right, we get a bucket truck. We set up outside.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
At Huntington Federal, our low down payment mortgage just got lower. We are delighted to announce a new 5% down, no PMI option that lets you receive the keys to your dream home. We have online ways to apply, and you can even obtain pre-approval within minutes. With convenient locations in Huntington, Barbersville, and Tays Valley, we have a branch near you. Let us make your homeownership dreams come true with a low down payment mortgage today. Huntington Federal. Local then, local now.
My Town Truck and RV of South Point is open for business. They have a huge selection of trucks and RVs with the best financing services out there. Buy with ease at My Town Truck and RV. Taking the next step towards ownership has been simplified. Their finance experts are ready to help you secure a low rate today. Visit their website at mytowntruckandrv.com. Fill out the pre-qualification app with no credit impact. Stop by today. My Town Truck and RV, located at 154 County Road 450 in South Point.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Oh, man.
That's 304-691-1000.
I mean, come back, take a 21-14 lead, and just like they've done all year.
Yep.
Guys come back, make a big play. I mean, Jordan Price right there.
Yep. Oh, man, that was maybe the
play of the year.
Yep. Welcome back out to Bob Sang Stadium. What a sight in Huntington as a ton of students rushing out onto the field and celebrating with the team. I mean, Woody, people out there doing cartwheels, jumping up and down. This is a jubilant scene.
Well, it's a big win. I mean, Martinsburg has only lost a couple of games last few years. Spring Valley managed to beat them here and there even, but no one's beaten them in the playoffs. And, you know, to get them this time, I said before the game, you know, the MSAC like 10-28 against Martinsburg in the postseason. But one of those wins was Huntington way, way back. The first win the MSAC got against Martinsburg back in the 1990s was Huntington beating them. And now Huntington is 2-0 in the playoffs at home, beating Martinsburg again. And, you know, your seniors down there in the white, gray, and orange, I mean, they're heartbroken.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that. They wanted to go back. I mean, this is a program that's used to winning multiple championships. Dave Walker, now the head coach of Concord, he won 4 in a row. They had a couple of years where they missed. Capital won 1. Maybe South Charleston won 1 in there somewhere. And then they won 4 more in a row. And after they'd missed a year, the new coach got them to the championship last year and won it, and when they were the number 2 seed. So Huntington's going to go as the number 2 and take on a very good Parkersburg South team. I mean, you got to be impressed. 51-21 over Hurricane. We know how good Hurricane is.
Yep.
And that Parkersburg South team is flat after them today. So, you know, it's been a great playoff. We've seen a few number 2s play pretty well. Independence is a number 2, and they buried North Marion last night, 58-19. They're waiting on the winner, Herbert Hoover and Frankfort. And then in single A, number 1, James Monroe looks great, but number 2, Williamstown, 53-21 over Doddridge County.
Oh.
So those teams will all be up there next week. Hoover or Frankfort will find out tonight. But it's going to be a dandy matchup. South is a team that Huntington played some back in the days. They joined the MSAC for about 5 or 6 years, 93 to about 99, and then they decided it wasn't for them. And so they re-upped in the OVC and started playing there. So, like I said, they picked them up as a COVID game when they were really good in 2020. They were very, very good that year. But Billy's team, back-to-back trips, you know, they had a chance to do that 13 and 14, lost to South Charleston in a semifinal game. So a lot of things have been knocked off their shoulders today. And the guy that's got to feel best of all, it's 2 of them. Gavin Locko's one because he threw the pick he had to feel bad about that. He really got the running game going in the second half. He got that 22-yard run for the touchdown, and then in the fourth quarter, he ran for 19 for another touchdown. He ran for 9 and 5, 2 and 6, almost falling down a couple of times. He hit at the line almost every time. Then the other guy is Jordan Price, one of the only seniors on that defensive group, who came up with the play of the game as they were running a play, trying to, hang on to the ball if they couldn't get it all the way down the field and try to force this game to overtime, or force a touchdown that could make that happen. Jordan Price not only made the tackle, he forced the fumble and then got up off the player and recovered the fumble. I mean, it's an amazing play, and it's really going to be talked about, I think, for a long time. And Jordan, who is a very unassuming kid, he's going to feel really good about that for a long time. But this team, they switched their lineup today. Robbie Martin went at center. White Atkins, his second career start, opposite his brother at the other guard. And then his brother, Jesse, has the play of the game with his block to leave Gavin Locko to the first down that put him in victory formation. So I really love these guys, this team, these kids. They're a good bunch of kids, and I don't think people get that. There's not a great opinion of kids growing up in Huntington. People read about all the shootings and all the drugs, and that comes along with being in the city. But, these kids rise above those problems, and they've done it amazingly now 2 years in a row to get to Wheeling Allen Stadium again. Some kids never get that chance, and they're going in back-to-back years.
And looking to win it all this year, such a battle, and to get some revenge as well over who defeated you in the state championship last year. Has to make this win just that extra bit sweeter.
Yeah.
And, my goodness, what a game back and forth in this second half. It appeared as though Martinsburg, the initial momentum in the second half after getting the onside kick and a couple of quick scores, but a great job by the Highlanders fighting back and really winning it at the end.
Yeah, it really was. This was a game that they led coming out of the halftime, and they saw Martinsburg put up a couple of touchdowns. They had an onside kick that, Huntington had even practiced for yesterday and weren't able to bring the ball down. That set Martinsburg up to get the quick score and then to take the lead at 21-14. But Huntington came right back after that. That's the typical Huntington drive that we've seen all year. 3 plays, 65 yards a minute, 7. They were in the other end zone, and it was 21-21. And, you had to feel good about that. And then they got a stop, which was a big deal. A sack by Jordan Price for 8 yards, made him punt. And then Huntington took that ball and went 6 plays, 70 yards, and got him by 2.5 minutes, got in the end zone for the lead, and then got the big play again on defense to hold them off. So it was a tremendous effort on both sides of the ball. Tavian Wilson did a good job punting. Johnny I's kickoffs going in the end zone, I think, was a big part of Huntington. It's just what they did against Jefferson last week. If you have to go 80 yards, it is so hard to do for teams. And this Martinsburg team is very, very good. You go home, and maybe you didn't feel great about Woodrow because you expected to beat them.
Right.
And then you thought Jefferson would come in here and show you a lot of athletic, players and speed. And they had none of that, really. It didn't look like, at least. But you knew this was the big dog in West Virginia football. The Bulldogs have been as good as you can be. Their kind of success is it's like Norfolk did back in the day when they won 8 straight state championships. Yeah, they missed for a couple of years, but 9 championships since about the last 20 years. So it's an amazing run they've had, and Huntington put a stop to it today, which is pretty amazing.
Oh, it certainly is, and nobody wants to leave the field, but we've got to do our sign-offs because Woody's got another game to run over to here soon.
Yeah, we got a little basketball this evening. So Moorhead State coming in for the I-64 rivalry. That should be a lot of fun, but, it's been a good day so far. Herd comes back 28-23. They rally with 14 points in the fourth quarter to win that game. So that's a nice win for Marshall for sure. And, hoping for more success. Danny D'Antoni's team's been playing very well of late with four-game win streak.
That is right, and we hope that continues later on this evening at the Cam Henderson Center. Well, that brings us to our thank yous portion of the broadcast. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you listeners out there. No reason to have the broadcast if it weren't for you guys out there. Of course, we just love to call the game. Woody was already planning our trip to Wheeling in the break, even though we sadly won't be on the air next week, but we have appreciate you listeners all season long.
Yes.
Making Woody and I your radio home for Huntington High School football. Also want to thank our producer, Lenny Sundall, back in the Kindred Communications studios. We appreciate Lenny coming in and volunteering some of his free time on the weekend to make certain this game got on the air. Appreciate him. Also appreciate Paul Swan. Thanks to him for giving us the opportunity to get on the air. Thanks to Jimmy Morgan for doing a fantastic job all season, giving us tons of stats and information to enhance our calls. And finally, I want to thank my color commentator, Woody. Enjoyed today just as much as the rest, maybe more than some of them. Such a great game, but hey, enjoyed all season long calling games with you, man.
Well, it's a fun thing to do. I can't believe I get paid to come and watch games, and like I say, this year because my health's been better. Last year was a nightmare for me, and even though they went to the States, I was just not a very good person to be around, but. Yeah, this year has been special, and I've got closer with a lot of these kids. And, the amazing thing is how many of them are coming back.
That's right.
For next year. So, I mean, there is a strong team coming back. They've got to replace Jordan Price and Gavin Locko and a few other 8, 10 seniors. But you know what? They got one more game to play before they have to worry about that.
That's right. A big matchup next week as the Highlanders are back in the state championship. That'll do it from Bob Sang Stadium. Huntington with the 28-21 point victory over Martinsburg. Thanks for tuning in and have a great rest of your day.